Japan. My name is Naoto, and it's been a while since I think it's Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Last time.
Yeah, 2017, I think.
Wow. And Ren, when was the last time you visited Japan?
For me, it was Underworld 1. So it's 2003.
Oh,
2003?
wow.
Yeah.
22 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that it's too hot out there.
I love it.
It's not your fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it too. It's surprising. I didn't know, like.
I was surprised too, but I love it.
Yeah.
Because actually the government said don't go outside unless it's really necessary. But this film is necessary, you know.
Yes.
You guys go out and see the cinema.
What time is the earliest screening?
I think it starts from morning.
Oh, wow.
9 a.m.,
Oh,
10
okay.
a.m. in Japan.
I like that though. This film is necessary.
Yes, this film is necessary.
Yeah.
You go out and see this in cinema.
Thank you for being here.
In this film, it's a really hotter sequence, hotter than Japan's summer. It's flamethrower sequence. I love it. Jaw-dropping. I never seen anything so wild and intense on the screen. And did you actually operate the flamethrower by yourself? And did the stunt performer actually set themselves on fire?
Oh, yeah.
Everything happened. Yeah, I did have to use the flamethrower, and everything was practical. Like it was, he can explain better. But yeah, it was real fire with, against more fire around us, fire and water.
I think one of the things that you can that it tells you that it really is practical is that she has on a fire fireproof jacket for it because she has to.
Yeah.
There was no version of her doing this sequence. But yeah, it's practical. It's she says I had to use a real one. She got to use a real one. She really enjoyed it after a while.
It was hot.
How hot was it?
It's just hot. You just really feel the heat kicking back at you,
Wow.
and they have to put like a gel and water on your hair and your eyelashes so you don't get burned.
Yeah.
But it was an incredible experience. It's something really cool to do because you're safe and everyone is taking care of everyone's safety on set, so you can actually do it in a the right way.
But the power of that is I was saying that in an action sequence when you're doing a shootout or something, everybody's timed out. You do, you're firing, the stunt, people are taking their cues to get hit. It's a different feeling than actually having something that's connected. Mm-hmm. Taking a flamethrower, firing at somebody, they do interact with that, burst into flames.
Yeah.
It's just a whole different kind of horrifying feeling.
Yeah.
It is real. And so it feels different. There's acting, so just as it would for a shootout, but it's directly impacting. It's.
No, and the stuntmen are really burning.
Crazy.
And they have a time, I think it's up to 4 or 5 minutes that they can burn, and then they have to, Yeah, I cried the first time I burned the first guy. Yeah, so it's very intense.
Was it scary to burn people?
Yeah, it was.
Imagine, it is a kind of if you put a flamethrower on somebody and they're doing their job also, they're on fire and they're performing as if they're in pain, and it's as real as it can get.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. And I think the character of the action film like this are often defined through the actions and the physicality. So I think sometimes you only truly understand the character after you actually perform the action sequences. So Anna, did you after reading a script and then doing the actual action performance, did you come to see Eve differently? How did she become clearer to you?
Well, I think that process for me happened prior to filming. I think those 3-4 months of preparation and working through the fights, and it gave me the time to discover this character and figure out what I wanted to do with her, and just actually learn about myself and my abilities and what I was good at and what I wasn't so good at, and tailor the fights, and just figuring out. I did discover the characters through rehearsals, and so I wanted to like really get the foundation of the fighting and all that, and then once I felt like confident and like I could just actually do a whole fight, I can just like relax about that and then just focus on the performance, because for me, I'm a dramatic actress, so I really like to perform. I like acting, so as much as the action was important for me, the performance was even more important, because I really wanted the character to feel grounded and real, and like so the audiences could connect with that part of the story. Yeah.
Wonderful. And we have Keanu Reeves in this one, and I'm so happy that he has more screen time than I expected. And but in this franchise, he always fights with his body covered with wounds and barely surviving, and we are always like, oh my god, like is he alive, or can he make it?
Yeah.
But in this one, he's wise and a bit more like composure, and you never know if he's good or bad until you see a film. But he's like an Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, no, I'd say that's correct in terms of there's a mentor aspect.
Rules and consequences
To him. I can't say much because it would give things away, but Keanu and I had a lot of what I can say is working with him and the discussions that we would have on the script and such was really fascinating for me to see in his mind the separation between Wick and John, and there is a different there's a different sort of mindset there, and that was fascinating and interesting to get, and that plays a lot of part in his involvement in Ballerina.
The Baba Yaga.
She sent you here to kill me?
Your choice.
I'm curious, how did you shape his presence in story and also in the visually to contrast meaningfully with Eve character?
I mean, there was a few things. I mean, one, just to say, with the kind of confrontation that we see with them, I just was wanted to feel like a high noon. Just that I had that image in mind for a very long time. Just how Anna would sort of just feel the presence, turn around, reveal, have everything go quiet. Didn't want any music during that point, and it just a kind of reverence. That moment I had kind of pictured for a long time, and I guess it's when things do come together. That was one of the most rewarding moments for me, but I pictured what I wanted the mood to feel like visually.
And I've spoken with Chad Stahelski a few times before, and he once said that there's always some elements of Japanese cinema in this franchise, and we have samurai sword action in this one. So is there any particular Japanese cinema or tradition that inspires you for those sequences?
I mean, it's such a part of the John Wick series, and so for me, there was interesting in talking with Chad. Has a lot of every director has influences that they kind of bring into their movies. One of the conversations that we had was what movies inspire you, and what there's one of the first conversations that Anna and I had. There's for me a First Blood, a Rambo First Blood element in this, but that's also what I grew up with. Chad grew up on a lot of inspired by different films. I was at an age or what I was kind of connected to, but the samurai sword was always something that I wanted the moment to have a kind of rage That's the moment when she loses everything, and that to me felt more of a sword than a gunfight or what have you. So, but yeah, I mean, inspirations come from all different areas.
Interesting. And Anna, you work with some incredible actors like Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, and Ryan Gosling, and Keanu Reeves, and now you're working with Tom Cruise. And in what moments do you feel that you are running from them or growing as an actor to those experiences?
Oh my God, they're all, yeah, they're all different, you know, completely different actors, and they're all very, very talented and really experienced. And for sure, I'm always learning from them, and really all my partners in the movies and the directors, all the filmmakers I've worked with. I've been very lucky to have like really amazing co-stars by my side, and they're wonderful. Yeah, it's been great. Every one of those experiences have been amazing. Yeah,
that's great. And we know that John Wick 5 is in works. Is there a possibility that Eve will appear in it?
Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Don't know.
But you want to, right?
Oh, it would be really cool for sure.
As a movie fan, growing up watching like film around 2000, I found in Ballerina both of cutting edge feeling and the nostalgia. I mean, if I point out one thing, like Lena's outfit, it somehow reminded me of Underworld, you know, like wrong jacket.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if you are consciously weaving the like nostalgia into this film.
I am actually.
Really?
Yeah, it is something that I do. There's a kind of an old school aspect. It's also, I think it's when you. Well, I'll speak for myself. When I was inspired, the movies that I grew up on, so those will work into a lot of them. And I also, there's certain things that with technology and with the, you know, that I feel like we've gotten away from some of the things I just miss about action movies when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s. And so yeah, it's just something that I'm attracted to, and that I miss. So yeah, some elements creep in.
Great, thank you very much. That was my love. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Arigato.
Yes, me too.
Thank you.